Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Angel here with my co-host Jay, and hope everyone's doing all right, fine, well, and dandy. Due to recent outbreak, everyone kind of staying in their homes, kind of all around the world. But we got to continue on. So anyhow, we will be reviewing for today's episode of the Movie Trash Podcast, the movie Outbreak. So Jay, what did you think about it?
Honestly, for a really old movie, and it kind of seems like it's on a kind of a B movie budget, it was really entertaining.
Yeah,
I thought like it was actually kind of good.
Yeah,
and it kept me invested throughout the characters, their progression. Yeah, it just kept me invested throughout the whole thing, especially with the whole them being divorced and her not being into him as much, I guess, anymore. I was kind of in my girlfriend's side, or on my girlfriend's side, when she was like, "Oh yeah," I just realized that sounded really sexual. I was in my girlfriend's side. All right. Anyways, I was on my girlfriend's side when she said that she wanted like a little more to know why they broke up and what led to that and stuff like that. But then again, it's not really about the whole, that's not like the whole story, you know?
Yeah.
It was definitely a story about just America going crazy because of some fucking outbreak. Almost sounds similar to today's story.
For sure. No, totally agree. In terms of the movie, I think, honestly, I was, same here, really impressed with kind of the acting that took place in terms of these actors. It was pretty amazing. Dustin Hoffman's kind of performance was pretty on point. I didn't mind it too much. I think the only part that felt a little bit like cliche-ish a bit was towards the end, I think, of the movie, where it just seemed I guess it imposed the idea that, like, if you're a true human, I guess you would do what's right, kind of thing, which is not bad in any way. Like you said, it's an old what year was it made? In
1995, baby.
1995, right? So yeah, kind of expected. Not bad though. I definitely was really surprised in terms of how kind of deep they went into the virus. It was a virus, right? I guess you call it. Called what was it? The name of the virus? The Motamba or Motaba? Something like that, right?
It was, I think the original was like Motabo, and the second one was called E1101.
E1101, okay.
Yeah, that was the virus that strained off, that they created to pretty much have a weapon that isn't nuclear, but is biology based, you know what I mean? Like
a biological weapon, which in turn is actually very illegal. If those don't know, it was explained, during the, I believe the Geneva Convention, right, where biological weapons is seen as very immoral and not a weapon allowed during war. So, of course, you can see how kind of, in some sense, how the military, I guess, in that movie was very, not even the military, I guess, the higher ups, like that one general, was very, in some sense, like, you could see how he's doing it for the sake of the country. But in another sense, you can see, like, all right, man, like, how far is it in which you're not just not doing it for the country anymore, but you're kind of doing it for yourself, getting clout from it, going higher in the chain.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to cut you off, but if that guy actually, like, existed in real life, we would all be dead already.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, the moment he would have saw, like, oh, yeah, LA has, like, I don't even know how many at this point, like 300, some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like 300 fucking infected, you know what I mean? He would be like, oh, okay, yeah, just blow them up. Yeah, just fuck Hollywood, fuck the 40 million people living there, blow their asses up. That's literally how he was in the movie.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. And he, of course, thought of the idea of, like, killing these few will save the rest, which was pretty stupid because he didn't realize, I don't know why it didn't go into his head that, the idea that doesn't mean it will fully stop it, since the host is still alive. It's a big issue. No one ever, that never really reoccurred to anyone other than, I could say, the main character or main cast of characters, like the scientists. So, I don't know, a little crazy, I guess, on that part. But yeah, no, dude is total psycho. Was a little angry at Morgan Freeman's character at first.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man. Like, you're thinking, you're kind of being very, not logical, but just, like, I guess you could say logical, but thinking more of a really super outside perspective rather than looking at individuality in terms of humans and human life itself. And I think towards the end, of course, he fixes all that in terms of that. But definitely. I'm like, all right, man, good. Like you redeemed yourself because you're kind of pissing me off here. Like I understand you have a position, you have orders to take, but how far do orders go until the orders are no longer right or correct in your eyes, you know? So I don't know.
I
But
mean,
overall,
depending on who you ask, I know we constantly use Germany as a joke, constantly
yeah,
saying Nazi shit and stuff like that.
yeah,
All for comedy, of course, but I mean,
yeah,
look at Germany. Honestly, that's not even like a joke at all. Just look at how like far Nazi soldiers were willing to go
yeah,
just because they were under the rule of Hitler and they thought it was right because the government told them to. You know what I mean? It
yeah,
really just shows you that kind of even a whole country can be sheep. Of course, it wasn't all of Germany. There was rebels and even people in Hitler's crew that wanted to kill him. You know,
for
but
sure.
it just shows that all it takes is an authority figure to tell you this is what you believe and that's what you will do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a definitely scary thought, and it was definitely like a lot of you could feel the pain of the people in the town, knowing that like you as a viewer knowing that everything's going to be blown to shit. You know?
Well, you as a
If
viewer now going through fucking coronavirus,
yeah,
it's like,
it's
oh man, this is a little too close
yeah.
to home.
Yeah, look. I will say, I during watching it, like looking at the outbreak, and then like, of course, it is a very exaggerated possible outbreak. Maybe it could be debatable because you could see how
Ah,
fast it spreads, and that's true. That's totally true. That is how stuff spreads. People are coughing on other people. Especially if it's airborne, other people get infected, and it goes really fast. It's like wildfire. So, makes sense in terms of that. The part that I think scared me the most was how the way people died. That was insane because they stated that they cut like into like the torso of a person and all of his insides were like melted basically. And I'm like, damn, can you imagine like your insides, right? Like just melting? Like, fuck that, man. I don't know. Pretty scary shit in terms of if that was a real virus, you know?
yeah, I would say, I imagine the final moments of life you have, and it's just like in severe, unstoppable, like immeasurable pain, you know? Like you said,
Yeah,
your body literally turning into liquid. The inside of you is just slowly turning into mush. And that's like so fucking scary. Of
yeah.
course, like what we're going through right now is just the coronavirus, which you just get flu like symptoms, not
Hmm.
flu symptoms, but flu like symptoms,
Hmm.
and it goes to an extreme with your lungs being attacked, and also recently found that your kidneys also get attacked, and you can get a chance of having, I believe it was chronic kidney disease.
Chronic kidney, wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so now it's even like not deadlier, but it can lead to more
Like long lasting diseases
results. Yeah,
basically results in your yeah, no, for sure. That's
and
it is
it's sad to know that a lot of people don't really care, you know. Like,
yeah.
I get the idea of not being afraid of it because I'm not really afraid of it either, because I
Hmm.
live in that kind of current 20-year-old mindset where I'm invincible to the world, and I'm not gonna even lie about it, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I do my fair share of bullshit, you know, and I'm like, oh, I'll be fine, you know.
yeah,
And I think everybody does, but it's just, I think it's really stupid when people try to downplay it, like our grandparents or great grandparents can't be affected by this. Like, you're laughing now until it does affect them, and now you're fucking crying,
yeah,
you know. Now you're
yeah,
crying because you didn't realize what your actions can lead to, or just that thought process, you know. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying you should put anyone down for them trying to live their life, but I'm sorry, those people in Florida going to the beach, like, honestly, fuck you guys. That's
yeah,
like the realest thing I think I said on this podcast. Just like, fuck
yeah,
you guys, because
yeah,
you really give no fucks about who you're surrounding yourself with
yeah,
or what you're doing.
for sure. No, yeah.
Suck
It's,
my dick.
I believe we talked about it, I know a little earlier, and it's kind of the idea that, yeah, if it infects you, whatever, but it's like, are you really thinking about who you may infect, And if you don't, that's where you'll have possible regrets because you could have engaged it in a way that it would have never happened. You would have never been infected, you know? And so, yeah, totally. And I will say, yeah, every now and then I'm always making jokes about it. Can't help it. Personally, it's the way I cope. Either way, it still has to have some type of logical sense in terms of like how we go about it and how we actually truly feel about it. Because yeah, it's a scary thing. I wouldn't want personally like anyone in my family to get it. I know I would like to think, oh, my family's healthy, they're safe, but with a couple of people in my family, having had cancer and survived it, it's scary if those people end up getting it because, chemotherapy really fucks up your immune system. And when that happens, it's like, if you were to happen to get corona, for example, the chances of you dying are a lot higher now because you don't have the immune system like you had back then before cancer. So scary stuff. Not saying, it affects everyone with cancer at all, but definitely it can. So totally agree on that. In terms of, hashtag fuck the people of Florida.
Honestly, man, I just think that's so fucked up. I couldn't hold that in. But I think when it comes to this movie, I think it's a really interesting film. I like all the characters in it. I especially like what Sam says when he's talking to, I forgot the name of the actor, but he used to be on Scrubs. Right? That was the guy from Scrubs, right? Am I tripping?
Who?
The black guy, right?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
He's from Scrubs. No, he's not from Scrubs. He's from fucking Radio. Why did I think that was the same thing? Okay, well,
the
now I'm
dude
racist.
Who, started the guy who was taking off his mask, right?
Yeah, okay, I really like what the conversation they had because he was just like, oh yeah, if you weren't scared, I wouldn't want you on my fucking team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it really shows that while we do have fear and things that go through our system when there's something bad around us, but it's that's literally built and meant for survival instincts, it's not meant because we're just making your life a little bit harder. No, it's literally meant for you to recognize when there is danger around, you either fight or flight. Can you fight that thing? No, you can't. You know what I mean? So it's fighting time,
Yeah. For sure.
So I really like that he did say if you weren't afraid of this, basically you wouldn't be on my squad. And that's because if you aren't afraid of getting sick from something that currently is no cure for, you're kind of a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not terrified of this fucking corona thing. I'm not even that scared, but I'm more scared for my grandparents, that's all I care about, really. And that's what I'm afraid of, and that's why I'm cautious about what I do, which everybody should be.
Yeah, for sure. Totally agree. One of the parts I think was my favorite part of the movie is definitely I think it's how emotional it got with Kevin Spacey's character getting infected and
the rapist. Right? It's pedophile, I think.
He's a pedophile, yeah. I don't know, probably. I could see why people would debate it, possibly, that he is,
Kevin Spacey, come on this podcast right now. Defend your honor. Let the people know that you did not only touch younger men. The fact that he just basically tried to tell Twitter, oh yeah, this is just another case of the system trying to put a gay man down, that actually blows my mind. He really tried to tell Twitter that this is just another case of a gay man being put down. Sorry to tell you, Kevin Spacey, but being gay has been hip since 2010.
Yeah.
You can be openly gay in Hollywood and nobody minds it. You know what I mean? Other than the old ass people, but if you're young or even in your 40s, you most likely do not fucking care. Yeah. So fuck him. Hashtag fuck Kevin Spacey too. Bring his ass back. But yeah, I see what you're talking about. Kevin Spacey's character definitely was good. It really sucks that an actor like that revealed his true nature, but what can you do? Still good acting scenes.
Still pretty good. Even the makeup, I thought it was pretty good too. They actually looked like they were dying. I was like, holy shit, okay, not bad for in the 90s movie, not bad at all.
I don't know. Some of the scenes kind of looked a little weird. The blood kind of looked a little weird, a little too dry for my liking. I was kind of now that just looks like paint.
The hemorrhaging? The hemorrhaging was a little too red, huh?
Yeah. I would see it and I just feel that just looks like paint on your cheek. It doesn't even look but but I'm assuming this was a low budget movie. Mm-hmm. Even though it was, like I said, wait, what the fuck? No, there's no way this was a low budget movie. They had Kevin Spacey. They had a Cuban what?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. And who's Sam again? What's his name?
Sam is Dustin Hoffman. Yeah, he's also
Dustin
a pretty famous
Hoffman.
actor.
Yeah, this movie wasn't cheap. Holy fuck. This was just like a really... No, I guess it's just a really bad time in cinema history then, I guess. They didn't have enough money for like special effects and shit.
Yeah.
Then again, they were trying to show kind of like advanced shit for the time. Like showing that one scene in the air duct, that made me laugh. The air duct scene looked so bad. It looked like fucking Dollhouse bad. But then I was kind of like, it came out in the 90s. What can you expect?
Yeah, what can you expect? Yeah.
So that did make me laugh a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. It was pretty funny. It's funny. You don't like to think like the 90s is kind of like too far away from now, but like it's already what 20-25 years since that time, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, it's been quite a while.
Holy shit, I just realized Casey's character died. Dude, I didn't even...
Casey's character died? See, okay, I was going to ask that because I don't remember.
I think he did, yeah. Because after that, they just didn't show him anymore. And there was that scene where she was like holding his hand because they were both sick. And he was like, I'm scared.
Oh, that's...
I think he died. Yeah.
Yeah? He didn't get the anti-serum?
No, I think he died. It was only 24 hours, and she was about to die, so that means it was 24 hours for her. Because Casey got infected when he dropped his, like, fucking... He ripped, like, his pants, right? Or some shit?
Oh, yeah. So, like, yeah, because I remember he just yanked, and, like, it just ripped a hole. It's funny. You would think that, like, they would have suits way more capable of that rather than using just duct tape,
Yeah.
I thought that was, like, pretty funny, but, heck, who knows? I don't know. Maybe real scientists do use just regular ass duct tape to, for the little suits, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no, Kevin Spacey, that was pretty sad when he like started convulsing and they started like grabbing him. And I remember Dustin Hoffman's character, right, which is Sam, he ended up kind of getting very emotional. He's like, what was it? It was like, they were talking about like brain cells, right? And trying to make jokes to keep him awake. I thought it was like, damn, that's like kind of, it was like the low point of the movie. And then his ex-wife ends up getting like infected because he gets up convulsing, right? And she
while she was trying to insert the needle.
And stabbed herself. Yeah, I was like, damn, that's a yikers right there. Ooh. I don't know. Yeah, I like how they went back to the Korean dude.
Oh yeah.
He's just dead. And they're just like, my fellow friend dead, he right here. He was with Monkey, I don't know. She thought that shit was so funny, bro. I was laughing my ass off, dude. Because the thing is, like, they don't really speak English other than, like, that one dude who seemed like the shitmaster, So it was just really funny. Like, he's just like, he was just using simple words. I don't know. Of course, I understand. Like, that's just how languages work. I understand he didn't know English because it seemed like a foreign ship. Man, they're lucky as hell. They only got hit with the first strand and not the second, Good for them, I guess. Pretty sucks though. The guy literally took a selfie with a monkey just to die to the same monkey. Yeah, how do you feel now? Real bad, dude. But yeah, the movie was definitely entertaining all around. I agree on that. Because it was like about 2 hours?
Yeah, I thought it was surprisingly long, but felt surprisingly short. I was kind of just like, how are they going to fill this out with 2 hours? And then, like, I don't know. And then I was at the end of the movie where he, like, stops the bomb from hitting the fucking town. And I was like, oh, okay, what the fuck? Like, I didn't think there'd be so much entertainment throughout the film to keep me that interested.
Yeah.
I was actually really surprised. I don't know what this is rated on IMDb or anything like that.
It's a 6.6 out of 10. I'm guessing that I don't know how long IMDb has been there, but like I don't know what they're comparing it against. I don't know what they felt about it. I would really like to hear their info on it. I don't know. Maybe I'll read some critic reviews when it comes to them, but not bad though. Yeah, like every part just seemed it made sense to be there. It wasn't too bad. The funny part, I won't lie, was when Cuba, like they find the area where the monkey's at, right? The host monkey, and that girl's out there, right, trying to like give it an apple, and he's over here with like a gat, Well, it's not a gat; it's more like not a stun gun.
Tranquilizer,
yeah, tranquilizer gun. So I was like, dude, if you miss, like that's it.
Essentially,
that's the end of the movie. I was like, you better shoot that shot, dude. But yeah, not bad. I honestly, low-key was expecting when they were, the scene after where he's riding in like the helicopter and they're being chased by the two helis, and he kind of like leads them both to almost hit one another. You know, I was really expecting for the whole like cliche, oh, they're crashing into each other, and they're like, and then they skip out to the explosion. You know, but they didn't. So I was like, oh, damn it. I was like, damn, I really hate that character right now. Honestly, wouldn't mind if he died like that. But yeah,
Honestly, I would say with the cast they had and what was going on, I would say it's higher than that. I would say it's almost like a 7.5, honestly.
Yeah.
It's really entertaining and it keeps you on edge throughout the whole thing. I don't know if maybe IMDb's docking it a lot of points, maybe for visuals, because like I said, the CGI kind of looks like shit sometimes. And also the special effects do look pretty painty, but I don't know. With what was shown and what was given, looks pretty decent to me.
I got you. Yeah.
And especially when I think about the time, like, I don't know, there's plenty of things that look really good before. Like, of course, in 1980s, you know, like they had really good movies like Nightmare on Elm Street where they had really good special effects and looked pretty gory, you know? But I think the whole point of the film was not really to be scary. Because I don't believe it's marked as a horror movie, you know?
No, no.
Like, I've seen horror movies based off of outbreaks and stuff like that. I think one of the biggest ones that almost everybody knows is Cabin Fever, and
Cabin Fever.
That's one.
I've never seen that one.
That's one where they just go to a cabin and then some old like hobo ass dude dies in the river and all the tap water gets infected with his blood pretty much, and he had like a fucking disease and shit that basically had like your skin peel off essentially.
Oh, what the hell?
So yeah, like he just had like a fucking bunch of sicknesses and it all just like fucking genetically mutated his ass, which made him like fucking nasty as fuck and looking like a fucking I don't know, a strawberry.
Yeah, strawberry.
From how red he was, dude. Okay.
God damn. Oh, that sounds nasty, dude.
But yeah, so I think it's not really trying to be a horror. And I think it's just trying to be a fun action adventure movie while also having like serious like thoughts like, if I was put in this position, would I be willing to blow up 100 or plus even more people?
It was about 2,600, I believe, people within the town, right?
Exactly, man. Like, would I be willing to do that? To save billions? And even then, like you said, the host wasn't even there. That's a risk like some people are actually willing to take, you know? I don't know about myself. Because I really like the scene where the guy talks about it and he's just like, I want you to look at like these people's faces. I want you to look at who you're going to be killing, because these are like not just fucking percentages and statistics. They are like actual people. They are people that are living, and it just shows you like, some people kind of do think like that's worth it just because it's like, oh, it's only 200,000 or 2,000, you know what I mean? Like that's not too many. And it's just like, but that's 2,000 lives forgotten and lost now, you know what I mean? Like what if there's a family there that only lives in that town? What if they're like, you know what I mean? Like boom, they are now wiped off the face of the earth, and for what? Because you couldn't figure out what to do, because you don't know how to contain people, you know?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is they got people in cages over in fucking border control and shit, but they can't contain their own people. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. That's a real fucking wonder to me, you know? A wonder of the world, number 8, bro. Yeah. But I think that's a really good scene because it just shows like the emotional appeal that he was trying to give. Of course, I know it was emotional appeal, but it's like, that's true. You got to take into account everything, because just because it doesn't matter to you doesn't mean it doesn't matter to everybody else, you know? Yeah. Like, it's going to be real fucking weird when that one family that always comes to town to go, you know, visit their grandparents or some shit, all of a sudden can't get in contact with them, and then goes there and then sees a fucking giant crater in the ground. They don't think about the things that come after that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not even a giant crater, actually. They said it was just going to be a bomb that like stops all the airflow, right? Yeah. So that means it's just going to be bodies on bodies. Yeah. A ghost town, literally.
It's a little ghost. Yeah, that's legit what it was. It just like eviscerates everything within like that. It was like what, a mile, right?
Exactly. That's fucking insane. Like who put that man in power? The American people in this movie.
And it sucks because like what you notice is that it seemed to do with like, number one, like fear, power looking good and just pure negligence, because they were over here stating, oh no, we have the people who have the statistics and numbers saying that, no, we're going to have to bomb them, not like listening to the fact that there's this guy who, is just, hey, I got the server. And you understand why. It's so that he doesn't find out what they have. They don't want that. They're afraid that they're going to ruin their rep because they have a biological weapon. They didn't want to show up, the dirty work they did back in it was like 1960 something that they did it, right?
It was like 1966, I believe.
1966, and that one place in Africa, and they collected the blood sample, right, and created a biological weapon from there. That was pretty sad when the guy in the hazmat suit, he's there and he's just like, oh yeah, like, it's like, dude, like, I want to see, like, am I gonna see my girl, man? He's like, no, you're gonna see her, man.
You're gonna tell her yourself.
I was like, okay, like, all right, my boy can come back with, like, a couple of more helis, and take them out. Hell no. I see it's just an airplane drop a bomb. I was like, okay. They're all cheering.
Like, good night.
Legit. They thought they were gonna bring them an airdrop, right?
Yeah.
And this plane, and they're all cheering, like, here, 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 and then you just see this bomb being like carried by this what was it, like a mini,
I thought it was a parachute.
Yeah, parachute. Anyway, but
yeah, they use a parachute to drop down the bomb gently and fucking kind of anticlimactic if you think about it.
Yeah.
They're just like, really slow. Okay, we're good. And then all of a sudden they just see a bomb in there and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
What's even worse is just imagine the thought process going through that, like, your last moments on Earth. Are you just going, my government is going to kill me? Literally.
Yeah.
Like, my government gives no fucks about me.
Those dudes that were there, they were mercenaries. So them being mercenaries, though, they might have like had some background. They weren't like military. Like,
oh, okay. They
could have had military backgrounds. They could have had military backgrounds, but they're mercenaries, so they were paid. These are soldiers that they just grab up and like from anywhere, and they just pay them. So they're just mercenaries. And so I'm thinking that's why they didn't care. There was no like word about it whatsoever that where'd they go, and it's like, no, there's mercenaries. And for what they were fighting in the beginning, I couldn't tell. It just seemed like they were fighting for possible land, and people were just getting infected because the monkey decided to piss in one of their mouths or something. I don't know. I won't lie. When that monkey was in the cart, like with the guy, and the guy was like, what? Like, the music's supposed to calm the animal. And the monkey just spits in his face. I was like, and you're infected. Like, you're dead, dog.
Yeah, that was GG.
Yeah, that was a GG.
It's like, sorry, Grey's Anatomy, like, you're gone. Straight up, dude.
Yeah.
It was weird seeing him being young.
Yeah.
Like, seeing him, like, as a young actor. Because I know he gets, like, a lot of, like, praise now because he's kind of, like, old and he's still kind of handsome, But, like, seeing him young, that was weird. That's like when you watch the movie where Bruce Willis is dead.
Bruce Willis. Oh,
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, yeah.
Yeah. When you watch that movie and then you see Emily or whatever the fuck his name is, Joe Osment, I don't fucking know his name. Oh, but when you see him and then you like look up a picture of him now and you're like, ugh. Because he literally just looks like a grown-up version of himself. And I don't mean that like, oh, he like grew up and he's like, no, but like he looks like a literal, like somebody just grabbed him, put him in front of like a growing ray, and then he just like grew out long hair. That's what he looks like. And it creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Especially the way he like stares. He has like his own show on Netflix, but I think he did shit and I don't think he has it anymore.
Oh, really?
I'm kind of sad because I'm more than sure he's a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy, but he looks so fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Because, there's this, like, certain people who, like, they have, like, that glow up when they grow up, But this guy, like you say, he just looks exactly the same. It's like as if they photoshopped, like, really nicely his, like, little kid face onto, like, some, like, big, like, white guy,
Yeah, essentially.
That's legit what it looked like, It's just like, hey, make me look like 20 years older. How would I look? And just like copy and paste there and just do some smudge tool and just match it all up to make it look all right. Because it was a yikers. I know.
Yeah, man.
It looked kind of weird.
I was gonna say though, back to the movie.
Yeah.
It was It was definitely a good movie. Good storyline.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was kind of back and forth with Sam and his wife. There was little moments where it would just cut to like the parts where Sam's talking to Morgan Freeman, and then cut back to his wife, which kind of felt a little weird. But once they tie it all together, when they had her working at the CDC, and then him, you know, going there and trying to help her out, like once that was tied together, like it felt definitely, it felt more consistent, I guess you could say, because you didn't have to like constantly cut back and forth and shit.
Yeah,
so
for sure,
I definitely thought the movie did what it needed to do and did a good job at it.
Yeah, I think
if you already watched Contagion, I definitely recommend Outbreak. It's definitely more cheesy, a little eccentric, you know.
Okay,
but it's still an entertaining watch.
Going back just really quick to the relationship between Sam and his like ex-wife, I guess, and also Kevin Spacey's character, it kind of like infers, right, that like Kevin Spacey was like friends with both of them, and he was like
cucking Sam on the side.
Cucking Sam on the side.
Yeah,
but no, he was like the middleman. Like they would both go to him to like with their problems. Okay. We're not going. Well, you know, if anything, it would be probably, you know.
We're not going there. Kevin Spacey went there.
Kevin Spacey? No.
I'm not going anywhere.
Damn,
not with
Kevin
that, man.
Spacey, if you're listening, dude, you got to come now to the podcast and defend yourself, man.
Dude, don't say that. He's just going to come here and just try to take my cheeks. He's going to be like,
take this.
Nah,
once
Kevin.
In a lifetime thing, bro.
Kevin, I got the gat. I got the gat. I ain't saying what I'm gonna use it for, but please, I'm not your type. I swear.
You're not your type, bro.
I ain't got no type of cheeks.
Oh no, bro.
Hey, would you bone Kevin Spacey for a couple mil?
Hell yeah, I would.
Okay. Couple thousand.
No.
10,000.
No, that's not worth.
15,000.
No, that's not. No.
20,000. 50,000.
50,000, dude. Okay, like
to bone Kevin Spacey, 50,000. You're not the one taking it. You're the one giving it.
Damn, I'm giving it, dude.
Yeah, but it has to. Okay. Here are the rules.
What are the rules? Okay, what are the rules?
Okay.
All right.
50,000. Number one. Okay. You guarantee 50,000 in your bank account immediately. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Kevin Spacey doesn't have to nut, but he wants you to nut on him. So you have to nut.
Okay. So the rules is that at the end of the day, I just need a nut.
Yeah.
Wait, in Kevin Spacey?
In Kevin Spacey.
In Kevin Spacey.
Like either in his mouth or in his butt.
All right. You know, might as well just do it where the hole is at. You know what? You don't got to do the whole turnaround. That'd probably like ruin the nut immediately. You won't even nut. You're just going to be like, I think I'm going to nut. Then you see Kevin Spacey open his mouth and you're like, never mind. I just lost my boner. We're going to have to try this again. God damn it. I was supposed to get my 50,000. Like,
that's try this another time, Kevin Spacey.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a bag over Kevin Spacey's head. Can I do that? Because it's still Kevin Spacey. Like
yeah, but you're going to make him feel insecure. He doesn't like that. He's sensitive. He's sensitive, man.
Oh my God,
Kevin Spacey. Okay, he's saying if you're not willing to look him in the eyes while you're doing it, he might as well not even pay you the $50,000.
Oh my God, Kevin Spacey, come on.
Okay, maybe not look him in the eyes, but just like he has to be, face not covered.
Face not covered.
Yeah, he doesn't. He wants it to be passionate.
But what if I cover my face?
If you cover your face?
Yeah.
Is it like a kink for you?
No, it's just I don't want to look at him, or no, I just want to be fucking an ass, and that's all I want to think about as best as I can, rather than I'm fucking Kevin Spacey's ass, and it's all hairy and disgusting, and he's over here looking at me like with his luscious, really pedophile eyes.
Don't forget wrinkly.
Wrinkly, yeah, dude.
His ass cheeks are like touching the bottom of his fucking the soles of his fucking feet, bro. His ass cheeks are that floppy.
Yo, Kevin Spacey real gonna come down here, bro. You don't care about.
He got a badonkadonk, you know what I mean?
You're badonkadonk.
He kind of thick.
Kind of thick, bro. All right, Kevin Spacey, I saw you, bro. All right, look, if Kevin Spacey,
it is pedophilia, though, right? Right? Kevin Spacey's a pedophile.
Supposedly, yeah, that is what are the accusations. I don't know.
Accusations. Got it.
I think it was proven. I'm not too sure. I haven't looked that up, but from what I heard, yes. But when I looked into it, was it ever proven or not? I don't know. So,
imagine Kevin Spacey sues us for fucking the allegations. He's like, oh, you motherfuckers are getting sued.
No, okay, well, look. Kevin Spacey...
You a public figure, bitch.
Yeah, we're going to put a disclaimer legit at the front that every joke we say, like, is not supposed to be taken literal. Because we don't really mean it, you know? And... Because I'm sorry, if people out here really getting mad because we're over here dogging on Kevin Spacey, whether we fucking for 50,000, I'm sorry, but you got other things to do, man. Don't worry about it. It's a joke. Calm down. Or maybe. Or is it? We don't know.
I don't know. I'm about to look that up right now. Is Kevin Spacey a pedophile? Let's find out.
Let's find out. Let's look up the facts.
Kevin Spacey pedophile. Oh, maybe he's not a pedophile. Maybe he's just a sexual predator.
It was sexual assault allegations. Here's what we know. More than 30 people have come forward with their own allegation against Spacey.
Anyways, still feels bad for all the guys that have to get fucked in the ass by Kevin Spacey. I don't know. It wouldn't take much for me to have to do that. I think $25,000 I'd probably do it.
You do it for $25,000? I don't know.
Nah, but like I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Getting more out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I know he's getting more out of it, but I'm just saying, like, you're saying, like, oh yeah, I wouldn't do it for that. But like, listen, man, if the time ever came, I want some honest ass.
Yeah, if it came to the point where I really needed that $25,000, and I'm over here like, you know, surviving off my last penny, hell the fuck yeah, I would fuck Spacey's ass for $25,000.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
You know, if it comes to that situation, but where I'm at the moment, no, not really. I would honestly, I think $50,000. I honestly, even, you know, Kevin Spacey, like, yeah, I fuck your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it wouldn't take me much. $25,000.
You really want that?
Offer on the table with Kevin Spacey. I'm 20 years old. Kind of chunky. Not chunky in a bad way. Like I got a stomach, but everybody got a stomach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except like really skinny dudes.
Either really skinny dudes or like that, like 0.5% of people who are like super fit. You know?
Yeah.
And are like into athletics. But I get you.
Yeah. Like if you fit, like you don't count.
You don't count.
You fit, you don't count. But yeah, like, it's weird seeing him on screen, just knowing, like, who he is as a person now.
I got you. I know. I kind of, like, did, but, like, Kevin Spacey, personally, for me, I've always, like, liked him as an actor, even after, like, the allegations. I think there will always be actors that I, like, normally don't mind, even if there were possible allegations. That, like, it's like, I can respect your craft as an actor, you know? Yeah, you're probably, like, a shitty person for doing what you did, you know? But I can still respect the craft. Because, I don't know, it was a good performance. Like, personally for me, he was in 7, right? And he did a really great performance in 7.
Damn, bro. Now I think about it, if you think about it, Kevin Spacey is an amazing actor because he had to pretend for multiple years that he wasn't a sexual predator. You know what I mean? Like, imagine just knowing that you are, and you just have to pretend like you aren't.
I got you.
That dude deserves an Oscar.
No,
Oscar-worthy performance. Kevin Spacey playing him, pedophile. I'm just kidding. Please don't sue us, Kevin Spacey. We're just making jokes.
Method acting, bro. You know.
He's over here method acting. He's like, I swear, this is not actual like rape. It's just me trying out my next role. Yeah, I'm playing Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. Oh my god. Man.
Yeah.
He can actually pull off, honestly, I think he can pull off Ted Bundy, huh? I think he could. Like, maybe not now, but like, maybe in his earlier years, he probably could have.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, now, bro? Dude, old as hell.
Yeah, he's old as hell, no.
But the way he looked in Outbreak, yeah, I could see a Ted Bundy in that. If he just grew out his hair a little more.
Yeah.
Like, I could see a Ted Bundy.
I could definitely see Ted Bundy.
Definitely. You know who awkwardly looked like the image of Jeffrey Dahmer in my head? And then he did a movie where he was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Who?
It was this actor from this old Disney show called Austin and Ally. I think his name is like Ross Lynch. And he looked he looked like Jeffrey Dahmer to me, even as a kid. Like I knew who he was because I was like one of those weird kids who was like fascinated with serial killers when I was younger. And I just always thought like, he kind of looks like that guy. Like he just looks really weird and out of place. You know what I mean? In his face, like, I know he has a band and everything, so I'm not trying to ruin your band or anything, dude. You do your thing, you know. But like, when you made that movie, it freaked me out because I was kind of just like, oh, you do kind of look like that motherfucker. Like now you look extra like that motherfucker.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was insane, man. That dude was something else.
Bro, he had it right, bro.
Oh, okay. Y'all heard it here, folks. Like, he had it right, bro. Jeffrey Dahmer had it right. Those like 30-something victims he killed, you know, he had it right, dude.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just the eating humans part. All I'm saying is on a deserted island that I got like into a plane crash, right?
Holy God, man.
I'm fucking living. I'm living.
Oh, well, okay. Well, yeah, you would want Jeffrey Dahmer on your team, you know?
Not on my team. He can stay his ass over there. I'm just saying I'm living. Like, I'm taking up whatever craft he doing. I'm just going to look over at his, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking over at his test whenever that time arises.
Man, all right, you know, it really be like it. Did you know the best place to, like, eat meat from in terms of cannibalism, in case you had to do it, like, in terms of a plane crash, is, like, the ass? That's like the easiest place to get like meat first, and then you would continue maybe like the thighs and stuff. But like ass is pretty easy. Yeah,
I did not know that. I was assuming the thighs. But I did not know the ass.
Gluteus maximus muscle. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
I was watching a video because there was this guy he was like, and actually he's like a survivalist. He was on the show Survivor Man, and he was talking about he was going over movies that. Like, oh, what was that movie that we saw back in high school? I think it was like Into the Wild, right? With the guy who goes out like into the wild, but he ends up dying either way, and he wanted to like escape like the college life or whatnot. I don't know. It was weird, but anyway. The survivalist went over these movies, and he like saw like, yeah, this is kind of correct, this one isn't, or whatnot. And when they showed a cannibal scene where a group of people had crashed onto like a snowy mountain and there was a dead person and they had to eat it, he was like, yeah, like honestly the best like way to go about it is, number one, you want to eat like the ass first, like the gluteus maximus muscle, and then in order to get to the headspace, you're gonna have to think that what you're eating isn't a person but like a necessity that you need in order to survive. You need to get to that headspace, because if you can't, it's going to be near impossible to do it, you know, which is understandable.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fucking full-ass human in front of you. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to eat a person if I have, like, the luxuries of finding fruit or something like that, you know what I mean? But a majority of the time, and nature's not going to fucking help you that much, all right? Nature's going to fuck you in the ass, and you're just going to have to deal with the fucking, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Like, the first thing I'm doing after, like, waking up and doing my shit, looking around, can't find nothing, damn. I guess Julie over there kind of looking like, you know what I mean?
A literal snack. Yeah.
Like, I got a girlfriend, bitch. Don't take this too seriously, you know?
That's too serious. Like, I'm going to eat that ass like Cheerios, but I'm going to really eat that ass like Cheerios.
That's fucking terrible. Dude.
That is terrible. Again, guys, disclaimer, we're joking, all right? Maybe, you know?
We're joking until the situation comes.
Yeah, we're joking until the situation.
If I have to eat Marcus's asshole to survive, delicioso, you know what I mean?
Delicioso.
What was it? Bon appetit, you know what I mean? Bon apple tea.
Bon apple tea, bro.
Honestly, I'm just not dying. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, Corona ain't taking me out either, you know what I mean? Like, if I see you out here trying to touch my hand, no gloves, no nothing, when I hand you your food, or when I fucking hang out with you, or anything like that, you try to touch my hand, fade on sight. That's it. Now it's a fight. That's crazy.
Got you. By the way, like, at your work, do they force you to, like, wear gloves or no? Or, like, face masks now?
No, they do not.
No. Oh, okay.
Gloves, I mean, we use gloves for certain things, but not everything, you know?
Okay, I got you. You should purposely, like, sneeze, pretend, you know? Just scare a bunch of folks.
Oh, man, yeah. Achoo! Oh, man, I'm feeling real sick now. Oh, man. Is that a dry cough? Oh, man, I have corona.
I got Corona.
I got the Corona. Damn, I thought drinking all those Modelo's would save me, but I guess not. Oh man, does that mean I'm drunk too? Oh, that's rough. Yeah, no, but not everything. Yeah. It's every other thing.
I got you. Yeah. Anyway, back to the movie. I was gonna ask, what would you rate it?
I'm giving this a cool 7. 7.5, I think, would be a little too much because I still have to dock off some points for visuals, which I'm assuming IMDb did as well. Mm-hmm. But I think as just like a whole movie, when it comes to storyline, emotional beats, the seriousness of the issue, I think it's 7.
7?
It tackles it well. The only thing I will say, it kind of does suck that they get like a fucking anti-serum like in a matter of like days. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it is unrealistic. Very unrealistic. And for it to be dispersed that quickly, that's also very unrealistic.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how even long, like, hey, if you're like you science majors who know about serums and how long it actually takes to, even if you do find a antidote, how long does it really take to make? Please put down in the comments. Yeah.
I don't know. I was reading up online and they were just saying like it would take like a fucking full year to get a vaccine for coronavirus to get out there. I don't know if that's including like, because I believe they're already doing human testing, but I don't know if anything has succeeded or anything like that so far. And also they said that it would take a lot of resources. That's why it would take so long. It's just gathering all those resources, then combining them. And then of course you have to limit it, you know, I know some people are like, oh yeah, like you mix like onions with, I don't fucking know, top ramen or some shit. It tastes better. Right. But it's like, oh yeah, but if you start to look at how much you're putting in and stuff like that, you can actually make a fucking flavor be lighter, harder, you know what I mean? A little softer, a little, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying like they have to be even more careful with that shit, because I know they like they said in the movie like, oh, they're pumping it out by the liter. I don't know. I think that's a little inaccurate because I think you would have to like kind of be careful, right? Like, yeah, let's say it's like 2 fluid ounces and then another thing 1 fluid ounce. It's like, oh, okay, that's how you get Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? But it's like, if you have 4 fluid ounces and try to put 2, I don't know if you'll get the same fucking results because now it's spread out differently. It's a larger batch. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what if this side's a little weird? What if this side's not? I don't know. Because, like I said, in science, that a lot of the time matters, you know? Yeah. Down to the molecule sometimes could fucking matter, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. I know, like, in terms of, I'm guessing the way they would try to, I don't know, explain that part is, because they had already the other serum that they possibly maybe based it off of. I don't know how close it is to that one. So it wasn't like too difficult to possibly like have that as a base or starter. But even then, I don't think it would still take long. Maybe not as long, but yeah, no, definitely still long, you know? People are still going to die either way. So no, I get you. I'm going to guess the way they were trying to explain on how they got the serum faster than usual was because they already had a pre-existing one. Movie magic.
It's just movie magic, bro. That's it.
I know, right? The pre-existing serum that was based off of the first strain, and so they had something to possibly base it off of to have like to start it off. That maybe it might just be similar, but I don't know if that's how science works. Or normally I would possibly think even if it were to shorten the time frame of like how long it takes to make a new vaccine, is it really like going to be that short? I think it would still take a little longer. So yeah, that's what I was guessing. Maybe, I don't know, for the sake of plot, I think that's why they did what they did.
All right, dude, let's get out to the serious questions though.
All right, serious questions, let's go.
All right, how much are you gonna let Kevin Spacey fuck you in the ass for?
Fuck me in the ass for? God.
Yeah,
never. I would have to do something.
Never,
like,
my ass.
Dude, wait, you didn't let me finish.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Go.
Okay. All right. So I would have to first, like, definitely train my asshole, right? Because I've never had anything up my ass other than shit come out. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Never mind.
For that,
Stop talking.
No, just saying.
Nobody,
No, just saying. No, 'cause it ain't gonna be painful, bro.
nobody's trying to hear this.
No. Everyone knows that shit come out their ass. They know that. They better not lie. They'll not be like, no, that don't happen to me. Man, shut your bitch ass up. Yes, it does.
Man, it happens to everybody. Everybody poops. You ever read the book? I know that. I'm just saying, why you gotta talk about it? Okay. But everybody poops. Everybody doesn't need to talk about poop. That's the thing.
Well, I'm gonna
That's
talk
the
about
thing. That's the thing I'm trying to tell you.
But I'm gonna.
Everybody does poop, but you don't gotta talk about it.
No, I'm gonna talk about it. And I brought it up. It was
why?
Because it makes sense.
I said, how much you gonna let Kevin Spacey fuck you in the ass for?
Okay,
not Angel. Are you gonna train your asshole before Kevin Spacey fucks you in the ass?
Yes,
I'm asking how much.
Yes, because if
okay, just say I'm gonna train my asshole.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to train my asshole.
There you go.
Okay, but I'm going into specifics because I want people to know. I don't care.
Nobody wants to know.
Okay, well, they don't want to know. They can click off the video because we've already talked about a lot of fucked up shit. This is probably the least fucked up shit talked about that is actual literal shit. Anyway, how much? Yeah, I don't know.
50K. I bet 50K.
50K? Does he have to nut?
Not Kevin Spacey has to nut. Yeah. You can wear something though. He doesn't mind that. You can wear something on your face.
No, that doesn't matter.
It does help when the camera start rolling.
Oh fuck! All right, now if the camera starts rolling,
it does matter when your parents start fucking walking in, and they're like, "It's a reality TV show with our host Kevin Spacey."
Kevin Spacey.
Let's call it the cuckening, where Kevin Spacey cucks your fucking parents while he fucks you in the ass.
Kevin Spacey's gonna sue our ass for making fun of him like this.
No. He should hit us up. That's a business right there.
He said that's a business. Oh my god. 50K? I don't know, man. Maybe a little more, personally, for me. 75K. I want an extra 25,000, please. That's just me, though.
60.
60K.
I feel like Kevin Spacey right now. Trying to negotiate this.
This is like legit how the combo would go. Be like, I don't know, Kevin Spacey. Like, I want 75,000. You know, it's just like,
I don't know, 60. Kevin. Your name is Kevin. I don't want no dude whose name is Kevin in my ass. That's kind of a simp name, to be honest with you. Oh, Kevin.
No. I don't know. Every time I hear the name, I think of the kid from Home Alone. Kevin.
Exactly. Simp.
Simp? Was he a simp?
Kind of. Nah, he kind of went hard. Yeah. All right, I take it back. Kevin's are kind of cool.
Kevins are kind of cool.
See, the three Ks. Cool, Kevin, kind of. No, kind of cool, Kevin. Okay, cool. Yeah. Kind of Kevin, cool. I don't know. The three Ks, right? KKK.
KKK. All right.
Kind of cool, Kevin. Yep.
Kind of cool, Kevin.
It's like when people are called, like, fat something, you know? Like, you don't say it to a fat girl, but you say it to, like, fat guys, you know? Like, oh, that's Fat Joe.
Oh, yeah. Or, you don't say that's, like...
You don't go, that's like Fat Kathy. Yeah. You don't go, that's Fatty Kathy, you know? Like,
Fatty Kathy.
Or imagine a bitch's name being Cat, and then you just go, that's Fat Cat.
That's Fat.
That's just Fat Cat.
Nah, dude.
She's just insecure for the rest of her life. That's fucked up.
Nah, bro. She's gone. She's a goner, bro. She's a goner. That's it. Like, she ain't gonna deal with it, bro. She's only gonna last like 2 years within high school, and after that, it's gonna be kaboom or a necktie for her, right? Ain't going
necktie.
Let's be real honest, right? I don't think anyone wants to be called, fat cat.
No, what the fuck are you talking about? There ain't no fucking necktie that can hold that. We got two different images in our heads, bro.
Yikes!
It would take a very thick rope.
No!
I'm talking about, like, arm length. Or arm thickness, I mean.
Arm thickness?
Yeah. You need some width on that bitch.
Holy moly, man.
I ain't even talking about my arm. I'm talking about, like, a bodybuilder.
Said a bodybuilder. Like, would I purposely say, like, go do it? No, of course not. I wouldn't want you. Go seek help, go call the number, Talk to whoever can help you, maybe lose a couple of pounds here and there. Show that you're trying to change. Maybe, if you want. You don't have to force, because, there's a whole thing where people are like, hey, let people who are kind of big, leave them alone. Let them be happy. Fine. Do what you want, just don't be surprised when they're gonna continue calling you fat cat. You know, just saying.
Don't be surprised when I see you at some Dunkin' Donuts and I get mad. Because now all the chocolate sprinkled donuts are gone and you're sitting there eating them all and I can't have one because it's weird because I don't know who you are. Fuck you, you fat bitch. I remember you. I don't know who you are, but I remember you. And I just wanted one chocolate fucking sprinkled donut.
Damn, if there's a fat cat watching, like,
fuck
just
you.
know, like, okay, there you go. There you go.
That reminds me of Malcolm in the Middle. Remember Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah.
There's an episode where basically Francis is like, he was getting crushed on by a fat chick back in high school, but then she turned out like to be like really skinny because she like lost a lot of weight.
Right?
Yeah, she got a glow up.
Yeah.
And then pretty much Francis turned her down, and then like they were like, right? And then like I think Dewey like had to comfort her, or he didn't have to, but he wanted to get in between them fucking titties.
Oh yeah, because like she like posed right as like a baby. Was it the babysitter? Or am I tripping about that?
She didn't pose. She was the babysitter, but
she was the babysitter, right? But she wanted to talk to Francis, right?
Yeah. No, I think she like just babysat because she knew Francis, and then like Francis called, and she was like, "Oh my god, hi, blah blah blah."
Oh yeah. Oh, but he still thought
that she was fat. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Damn.
The lesson of the story is if they ain't there when the hard times come, then you keep on walking along, right?
There you go.
You don't need anybody. You don't need no man. You don't need nobody. You independent. You're beautiful.
Hear that? All fat cats out there, you know?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the ones who did something, who glowed up. Talking about the ones that worked out. What the fuck? Not these fucking...
Specifically fat cat can't do it.
Like if you a little chunky, that's fine, but if you like borderline crossing 300 pounds, you don't work out, you don't do anything to better yourself, you don't got any muscle on you, and it's literally just you been eating fucking double cheeseburgers from McDonald's maybe a bit too much lately, yeah, okay, then maybe there's a serious problem with you. Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, go the fuck to the gym. Well, I guess not right now because you might die from Corona.
I mean,
but like do your thing and fucking keep up with yourself, man, because if you don't, then nobody else will, and nobody owes you that. Work hard. That's it.
Work hard. Stay hard. Thanks.
Like I know for a fact that I'm probably maybe even a little heavier from when I started working out at the gym, but even now like my body is different in tonage. Like before then I didn't really have like shoulders like the way I do now or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like chest wasn't as like big as it is now. You know, like I still got fat on me, and I'm okay with that, but to be like just obese, I'm not talking about like obese A where you're just like a little chunks over the fat limit. Like, okay, you can fucking better yourself, you know? I'm talking about like, you're just borderline about to get diabetes, eating fucking Marchand fucking cup of noodle soups every fucking day as a snack, not even a meal. Yeah. You're eating like 3 of them and you're like, oh, well, that's a good snack.
Yeah.
You know? If you're doing that, go fuck yourself.
To go fuck yourself.
If you want to love your body, fine. Go ahead.
Definitely go fuck yourself if you're complaining and you're not trying to do it.
Yeah. If you're completely fine with yourself, okay, cool, nice. But if you're complaining constantly, just like bashing on yourself, and you like over 300 pounds, it's like, well, then it's up to you, bro. You know?
Yeah. Do it, bro.
A little chub never. Well, it does kill a lot of people, actually, a little chubbiness stuff. But but it's like, but it doesn't make their lives harder. Like they still are able to find love. But like, I don't know. I just think people that like have like that limit. Like, I'm not saying you don't deserve love or anything like that. I think everybody deserves love. But it's just like nobody's gonna want that. And if they do, I would be scared for you, not for them, but for you, because that means they're really that desperate. That sounded really mean.
Yeah, it really did.
It sounded fucked.
It's like basically any person who's morbidly obese, if someone, you know, that is very nice and attractive comes after you, just know that they're just super desperate at the moment. And you're basically not worth anything.
They're waiting for the next girl to hit their line, or guy.
Or guy, or whatever you're into. Yeah, I will say, look, you can still be a queen.
This ain't just for fatty Cathys. This ain't just for fatty Cathys. This is for fucking mega Mikes or two, all right? Them big bitches, you know what I mean? Like, if you like borderline 350, like, chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
Eat a little eat little portions. You know what I mean? Just chill the fuck out.
Salads here and there,
exactly. Because you can't expect a 9 or a 10 to walk up to you with you looking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, unless they're looking for the bathroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then I guess it's crazy, man. I was like watching this like Reddit posting where this guy, he's friends with this dude who's like super overweight. He's like a mega incel, right? And it's just like he just sounds overall neckbeard disgusting. And this fool legit got like hit on by some girl and was actually asked out on a date. And she actually had like a job. You know, she was literally financially stable, pretty girl, a little chubster, but still attractive. And this fool said, nah. And he was like, nah, bruh, nah. I want my little Asuna is what he said, all right?
He said he want Asuna. He said, that's sort of online.
Oh, my God. Yeah, if you're one of those people, please go off yourself. Please. Go outside, please. Please go walk outside.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, I think that's where we're going to wrap up the podcast now. If you liked the video, then make sure to like, comment why you think that we're mentally like this. And make sure to subscribe to hear more of our, antics, I guess.
Sure, yeah. Antics.
Oh, and also we are now actually available on Spotify and iTunes now. So we'll be uploading the rest of the episodes there. And that's about it. Right. Angel, you want to leave your rating?
Rating? Yeah. Same. 7 out of 10. I agree.
All right. Outbreak, 7 out of 10. We're going to live forever. Coronavirus doesn't affect us. It's only the boomer consumer. Remember that. Bye, guys.